2017, but it didn't translate as well as they wanted on offense. Just 23rd in scoring and a 6-10 record.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
And when you make an investment in a position, defensive line is a great place to do it, and the 49ers have done exactly that. Solomon Thomas, 2017 draft. Eric Armstead, 2015. DeForest Buckner, 2016. They should be a formidable defensive front.
On second down, Lynch. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal, and I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Lynch, it's hard to tackle him.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Oh,
and that is incomplete.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Carr gives to Marshawn, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing his Carr on third down. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
You guys got a new kicker, the Raiders?
That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right after.
I think I missed a field goal right now.
On the Raiders?
Yeah. Switzer?
He's our kicker.
Oh no, wait, no, shit, my bad. How you say that name? Tavicchio?
Vecchio? Nah.
Huh?
We cut his ass. We cut his ass.
Tavecchio?
Yeah.
Oh, they have him on here still, and then you got a rookie punter, Johnny Townsend.
Yep.
What happened to what's his name?
Cut his ass.
King?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
To the gate.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Like when Michael Crabtree, like John Gruden's all about the
Now
team,
the
bro.
Georgia
So
Southern man, this is Jarek McKinnon.
when Michael
And
Crabtree
no
got his
room
chain
that time,
snatched,
getting it to about
and
the
that fool King was over there
46.
chilling with
Just a
Keith
yard
Lee,
on the
like acting
first
like he
down
was getting his
carry, so
chain
it's second
snatched.
and 9.
Like he wasn't with that
The
shit.
best defensive
So
linemen,
he went and
they play with great
he got rid
leverage so
of
they
both
can
of
get
them.
low
Like
and
he
not
ain't
get bowled over by offensive
he ain't
linemen.
with
They have
that shit.
excellent
Like
hands. They
it's
can
team,
throw people
it's
off
the
on a
team
play.
first over
You saw a
everything.
great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
11. Garoppolo going to go on fourth down.
Oh,
Looking
my
for
God.
Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start, offense.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action here on first down. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Lynch running the counter. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. On the handoff, Lynch. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Ooh, I blocked
Gets
it.
the football,
Good
it's
shit.
blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is Cook with the grab. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports. After this, the Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Solomon Thomas in there to sack him for a loss of 6. This man's been a fan favorite in the Bay Area for a while. First with Stanford, now with San Fran.
The number 3 pick out of Stanford last season. His versatility is the key to his success.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
21. 11. 12.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
11.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Marshawn Lynch and the Raider offense heading back out there. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
Nah, I'm
No
watching
doubt
this
about
play.
it. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being this.
Heavy traffic and it's intercepted.
Go to the house. Yeah.
Safety Jarquiski Tart.
This nigga's fast.
And into the end
Excited.
zone. 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. Room here to run. Now he'll escape to his right. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah. Oh man, this guy's a fucking noob.
The final shot
This guy is a legit fucking noob, guys. He tried to sub you so far as hell.
Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. We now proceed to the start of the second half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline.
This guy's a fucking noob, dog. What are you doing?
Well, as you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage.
Oh my god.
Who are you watching?
This random ass dude.
On second down, here's Garoppolo.
Fucking blocked him,
There he
man.
goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Khalil Mack.
Well,
In
he's
there
not
to
gonna
drop
block
him
Khalil.
for his second sack now here tonight.
Damn, that nigga's
We are
coming in
seeing two
quick.
really confident defenses
Good guy.
imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely
He's
going
he's
toe
almost
for
a
toe. Just
99.
curious if one of these offenses can break
Almost
up
like
a little bit.
unblockable. Unless you have like a 99 dude blocking him.
Something big to knock them back on their heels.
Now a shot taken on third
You know what
down,
I'm saying?
but
Like
it's
a
gonna wind
95
up incomplete.
plus dude has to be
Those
blocked enough
passes
for him
out
not to
that
be getting
far
in all the
wide
time.
always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll run again with Lynch. Lynch busting free. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
A really nice gain there. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, don't you?
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll give it to him up the middle.
Oh, my God.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
The running back.
Doug
The little
Martin
end. Oh, that's
taking
Doug
it
Martin.
in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders are able to cash
Got
in for
you, bro.
6.
Huh?
Solid job
Quick.
up
He
front.
got
Really
you.
just a solid
Yeah.
job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't
What
it?
the
Well
hell?
blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up
Offside.
successful.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the
Yeah, I'm
22-yard
seeing your
line.
party right now.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time.